Alright, so as this happens, I hear the incantation, I see the gem, and all that comes down, and I turn, and I say, audible to hear, inevitable double cross, check. What happens?
Alright. This sort of thing you've only seen once before, but you see a kind of like a brown gem, which is kind of odd because
Amber?
color. No, actually brown, which is odd. It looks crystalline because you can see it spinning in the light as it clinks on the floor and shatters into a cloud of brown gemstones that are glittering.
Yep.
And standing there on the floor is it's a common creature. It's a boar. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. Sorry.
I was about to say.
My bad. I should turn the page over.
The boar's the one you have!
Yes, I know.
I was like, how did he get that?
I picked my pocket. It's a giant frog. It is...
Oh, good. Oh, good. It's like they can swallow us whole.
It is about the height of a hobbit, and obviously much more stocky than that. The guard is freaked out by this, and he's backing up towards the wall. Let's see if he stumbles. He trips over one of the crates and tumbles backwards. At this point, we are going to go for initiative.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, because I just rolled a natural one.
I did one better. I'm at 11. Then I was...
One better? That's 10 better.
No, sorry. Than our previous battle.
Oh.
So you're at full health now?
Yes, I'm at full health.
Okay.
And our frog buddy has a 9.
Oh.
Exact same initiative order as last time.
What about the guard?
The guard is on his butt, but I'll write him down.
Is he not in the initiative order then?
Yes, I will roll his initiative, but... Oh, he has a natural 20.
Plus 0. So... I am just going to put the guard on our side until he proves otherwise on my little initiative tracker.
So, his adrenaline is really pumping.
Is he armed? Does he have his spear?
Yeah. Well, he dropped it.
Yeah.
He falls, immediately just gets right back up, picks up his sword, his spear.
Yeah.
And he's moved over to the stairs, and he's pointing his spear at the frog. And you see he's scared. He doesn't know what's going on here. He says, and then he says to us, "You guys can deal with us, right? This is the thing you do, right?" You can see he's barely keeping his urine from decorating his shoes.
The problem is, yes, we can, but this is all right. All right. I say,
and you're up.
Yes, and I say to you, I said, well, I say to you, we gave it a good, we tried to keep this, we tried to keep our little secret, I think, but...
I was just rolling a response for myself.
And?
I rolled really bad. Sorry. It's all up to you.
It's all up to you?
What are you going to do?
Alright. Alright. Yeah, I am going to go with the... It's not going to make much difference, but I'm going to try and go for a bit of plausible deniability here. Alright. Yep.
What are you going to do?
I'm checking that off my list. I pull out the scroll of magic missile.
Okay, so you pull out the scroll.
Yeah, unfurl it.
Read the incantation.
I'm going to read the incantation and launch magic missile at this thing from using the scroll as opposed to my own magic.
Okay.
odds are Gregor is going to be able to figure that, to know that I used the scroll. Trying to see if this can fool the guard at all.
Alright. Roll.
Alright. That is 10 points of force damage to the giant frog.
Good roll!
Not really. One of them was a 1.
Good roll.
Yep. Alright. The scroll crumbles in my hand, and there's a bit of glow. The letters coalesce into the missiles, and they fire off. And they just...
the paper is destroyed in the process.
turns to dust.
Yes.
Nice.
The guard is still in the same sort of body language as he was before. He just doesn't know what's going on.
Do you see me pull the scroll out, though?
He saw you do this.
Yeah.
Saw you do the incantation. You saw. Well, he heard words he doesn't understand, and the scroll poof, and destroyed the. Well, shot it.
Yeah.
Other thing he doesn't understand. All right.
And it's up next.
The frog is going to decide between 3 targets. One of them has just really hurt it.
Yep. So, yeah, if you need to make... No, that's fine.
I'm going to skew these numbers the other way this time.
Yeah, you
I
haven't
have
done
the 1
anything.
and 2. You're the 3 or 5 and 6. And, well, it's going after you.
Surprise, surprise.
With a 16 to hit.
Alright. No point in using shield. My armor class becomes 16 with it, so it hits.
Alright. You take 5 points of damage.
Okay, that's the number today, apparently.
Apparently it is the number of damage that we're going to do from now on.
Anything worse happened to me? How does it damage me?
It jumps at you.
Yeah.
And you know frogs have that big sticky tongue. Well, this is crystals, but it's the same sort of effect. You have a tongue wrapped around you.
Oh!
You're kind of trapped in the jaws a little bit.
Yeah.
You are considered grappled until you can break free.
This is just to make up for me having that ring last campaign. Isn't it?
Nah.
I say, help!
Alright, so, my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to follow your lead, but I don't have any scrolls or anything, so I am going to take my staff two-handed and try and shatter this crystal creature. But I have inspiration, so I am going to roll 2 20-sided.
It's we're using up inspiration today, folks.
Well, the price for trying to stay under the radar.
I used the scroll. I think it's out of the bag.
What a waste of inspiration.
Oh, were they 2 bad rolls?
Let's see. There's not even point in looking. I'm going to write off the fact I no longer have inspiration.
Well, you get to add 2 because you're proficient in it with the staff.
I'd have to add more than that. My biggest number was a 5.
Yep.
So, I charge in screaming and swing my staff and...
Well, if nothing else, people are probably going to want magic in this village now because they just saw how effective it can be.
The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to yell at the guard. Why do they give you spears?
He didn't do anything, to be fair. So
We swing around to the top of the round.
yeah, so it's his turn now.
The guard is going to make a decision. Okay, I like that decision.
It should be a fairly obvious decision. It's stab the thing with a spear and try not to hit me.
Yeah. That's what he's decided to do. And hurrah! Well, he was inspired to do so,
+3 to hit.
but he doesn't. He attempts to stab the frog, but he just doesn't manage it. He doesn't know what to do.
Even with the +3 to hit?
Nah, even with a +3. You roll a 4. Alright. It's your turn. You're grappled.
I am grappled. I am in its mouth. Are my arms inside its mouth?
Well, no, it's wrapped around your body.
Yeah.
This is not a frog. This is a glowing crystalline outline of a frog.
Does that mean it does not have a mouth?
It doesn't have an insides. It has a mouth.
So I'm not in the mouth.
You're not in a mouth. There's no mouth to be in. But it has this crystalline object that it is clamping you with. And that is what's grabbing you between that and the crystals that are wrapped sort of around you.
Am I correct in assuming this would be an action to break free?
Yes.
And it would be a strength check to break free.
Oh, of course.
Otherwise known as my worst stat.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that even when grappled, I can cast a spell.
Okay. Yes, you can.
Yep, and I'm going to go with the only one I have that is not an attack roll, and I know is guaranteed to hit. I'm casting Magic Missile again.
Okay, I want you to do two things. First, I want you to roll 20-sided for me as a stealth check.
Oh, 17!
Alright. Cast your Magic Missile.
That wasn't for the guard, was it?
What?
That roll? That is 10 more points of force damage.
Alright. The crystalline frog shape shatters in a whole pile of shards. And they just sort of tinkle.
Yeah, I want all three of the basically arrow-shaped bolts of energy to come together in a single lancing bolt towards it as it disperses it.
Poof, it's gone. And we are now just left with the normal life.
Yeah.
And the guard that's trembling a little bit.
And me holding my side.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna stand up.
He sits in the crate for a second and gathers his thoughts. And
Did he see... he saw the scroll. Did he see the spell? That's the question.
He asks you when he gets his wits about him again. What was that piece of paper you were using? That was amazing. He's never seen anything like it before.
It's just something I found out in the woods while we were out exploring. I remind him that we went to look for when that stranger came to the village. I mentioned that we went out in the east and we found it.
Anyway, he says, I think for now we should just leave.
Yes, that was a good idea.
Inform people what's going on, and then we can come back and do this another day, because he's just like, he's still shaking. He says, I don't understand what's going on here. And we head upstairs. He bangs on the door.
I'm going to let him go ahead a bit, and I say, all right, that was definitely no accident.
No kidding.
And I said, all right, so Gregor has access to a bit more magic than we thought.
Apparently. So, we bang on the door.
Yeah.
The door opens up, and you see Father Gregor there. And he says, I heard the commotion. What happened? What did you find? He's actually talking to the guard. And the guard says, it was most bizarre thing I've ever seen. It was just like this, like a, it's like, I heard this like a rock clinking on the ground. All of a sudden, there's this shattering, bright, crystally thing. There was this thing that looked like a frog, and it was like crazy. And then I fell over, and then I got up, and he points, this one here had this piece of paper, and he read something off of it, and then these bolts of energy came out and shattered it, and then the other one there, he tried to hit it with a stick, and I tried to hit it with my spear, but none of it seemed to work, and then it exploded. And he says, "That's it."
I speak out when it says, "Yes, that is it."
And he turns to you and says, "Piece of paper? What was that? I mean, piece of paper don't shoot energy out of it, do they?"
I say, well, it depends on the type of paper that you can find while wandering out in the woods.
Well, you make
Deception?
You can try.
To be fair, I did find it in the woods.
True. Go for it.
Is this so? I don't know why I'm. It's like it's persuasion or deception, right? And they're the same roll for me.
Yeah. Let's pick one.
7. Very bad.
Not gonna roll.
Say, yes, it's very strange, including strange gemstones that just mysteriously fall down the stairs and shatter and turn into a giant frog.
Yes, events are most peculiar. Well, I knew something was up with this place. I'm very glad that you guys were again able to. I mean, there's guards around here at this point, so he's being very much Father Gregor at the moment, saying, "Thank you very much for your service again." I mean, it's one.
Yep.
Once again, thank you very much for your services. I mean, you two are being an extreme asset to this village. I've been trying to convince people that the dangers from off the plateau coming up here are real and that we need to be more vigilant. And this is definitely something that I am going to bring up with the alderman and Mustafa, the head guard here. We definitely need to have more organization. And you can see that there seems a bit of a divide between the guardsmen that are here. Some are just like, yeah, we need to do more, blah, 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 like this sort of thing. The others are just looking at us like, really? Couple events and we need to militarize the village? Like they just don't see his point of view. And he says, well, I have some work to do. I'll definitely be in touch with you guys again. We need to do more, and you're definitely going to be a part of, whatever solution we have for all these things. And he leaves.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Again, that is bad. 9.
Well, let's see how his performance was. Because certainly some of the guards didn't believe it. Better than yours.
I mean, I don't believe him, but he's not giving anything away.
No, he's not giving anything away. The guards aren't so much not believing him, but not thinking it is as big a deal as he seems to think it is.
Or at the very least, his way is not the right way.
Exactly. You do notice that the guard that was down with us...
Yes, I want to know his opinion of this.
He's leaving with Father Gregor.
Oh, I guess he doesn't have a...
He is heading out of the door. And the other guards, even the ones that are happy that this is all dealt with and the fact that we're doing things, are really just patting us on the back and congratulating us. Even you, they seem to be accepting you more as a definite asset to the village. What do you want to do?
All right, I want to leave. This place.
All right, that's easy enough. So we head out, and where do you want to go?
I just like... I said, how much do you think it's abusing your mother's goodwill if I have her try and look at this?
Look at what?
I'm bloodied. I did lose half my hit points.
Here, let's go back to my mom's, and I am going to roll a medicine check for you. I'm going to use... Is that actually... Like, I bought that, the kit, right?
The healer's kit. I don't think it gives
If
hit...
I roll a I don't... Oh, actually, I have to do... sorry, I need another skill for that, right?
There's a feat for it. Healer's kits themselves don't recover hit points. That's potions.
Yeah, alright, no, so that won't work. Yeah, don't worry about it. Come on, we'll go see Mom.
Yeah.
We head up. We go back into her place, or my place, and she's just... The frog left... Well, it looks, you know, how if you know, Christmas decorations, you have all these little sparkly bits on you. That... but with torn clothing as well.
And blood.
And some blood.
Yeah.
She's like, what did he get you into? And she's
I'd
like,
say,
actually,
believe it or not, a giant crystal frog.
come here, and she starts administering to your wounds. Oh, not bad. That's bad.
Oh?
Bad roll. You regain 2 hit points.
Well, take it.
But, yeah, she hears our story of the events, and you can see that she, without an insight check, she is upset. She's angry. I tell her to calm down. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with this. It's just, how dare he do something like that? She's Mom.
Yes.
She's just being a mom. Yes, so. Let's see if I can mollify her. Never stomp off and start beating on this guy. That's a bad roll. We have to physically restrain her.
We can't! She's probably stronger than we are! Well, she's definitely stronger than me.
Yeah. Between us and Sam, we get her to cool her jets. Cause
she is literally stronger than me.
Yeah. She realizes that the sense of things is she can't do what Father Gregor or Bilius were trying to do earlier. It just sends the wrong message.
Yep.
She is not a happy person.
I see. Alright. Yeah, so after that...
Yes, so you're feeling better.
Yeah, bandaged up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Alright. I say to you... What do you think we should do at this point? Because obviously threatening him had a... threatening him had the expected outcome.
Honestly, I don't think that was the reason for what just happened.
You think this was planned already?
I think it was in the works because there's no way in the last hour and a bit that they managed to set that all up. He mentioned a meeting with the alderman and Mustafa, and they had set this up. This is something that had happened before. This is something he had in the works, and I think the events of today just made it more of a, not a catalyst really, but maybe just accelerated things. It's hard to say what his motivations are, but I don't think it was specifically because of that. I don't think you trying to one-up him was the reason. I think that was already in motion.
Alright, I say to you, at the very least, if our secret isn't completely out in the open yet, at least we know one person does know.
Well, it would seem...
He is, despite everything about his character, he is a cleric of Mithras. He'd know what a scroll is. He...
Yes. But fortunately for us, his patsy in this knew, obviously, about, what was happening, because he had to be part of it. And with his little talk about how well the sermon was and stuff like that, he's obviously in that camp. And if the person he is talking about or talking to is showing access to devices that can do things, we did not do any overt magic. Well, he noticed.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. But he did not notice that because he was in the middle of a fight and he didn't see it. He hasn't seen anything that proves it. So the only one that knows is Father Gregor.
Yeah.
Bilius doesn't care.
Bilius is never going to like us. Let's...
Bilius is just going to escalate things. And that's all there is to it. He's just going to be miserable with everybody. Well, us. And as far as the rest of the village goes, we're perfectly fine. We're doing everything that we were asked to do and actually getting results. So, that all aside, I'm hungry.
You want food?
Well, we meant to go into the tavern and get late breakfast. Now, this is early afternoon. Still haven't eaten except some cookies and milk. Thank you, by the way, Mom. That was very tasty. But I would like a meal, and I wouldn't also mind if things have calmed down a little bit, having a little chat.
With Bree.
With someone. Yes. I'm not going to say Bree. I'm just going to say somebody.
Yeah.
So let's go. I'm hungry.
All right, let's go there.
Nothing works up a appetite than being beaten on by things. All right, so we go, and it is actually getting to the point now where the inn is beginning to settle down. There's still a fair number of people there who just don't care anymore. They have a reason to drink. They're not at the point yet where they're going to fall down, but it's a lot less boisterous. There are empty seats, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
People have wandered off. Wives have come and dragged their husbands off. And so they have chores to do. So it's maybe about 1/3 the amount of people that were there before.
Okay.
We can get a chair,
No.
a seat or whatever.
We can have a meal. We can't have another short rest, unfortunately.
No. We are stuck with what we have for the rest of the day.
Until we go to sleep, yeah.
Want to roll a check to see if Bree is around?
Yes. Do I have your assistance?
Oh, of course. I'm wanting to look for her.
That is another natural 20. And an 11.
Yeah. Well, funny thing is, as we're...
the funny thing is, Bree is also looking for us.
Yep. Well, she brings us our food and our drinks and sets it down and sits beside us, actually, and she's still very much pleased with herself. She got off scot-free, and she managed to humiliate.
I can't bring myself to take this from her. I can't bring myself to show the fact that before that I was going to show her the injuries and say, "See, Bree, there are consequences to," but no, I can't take this from her. That's just no. That is
You almost have to put your hands on her shoulders to keep her from floating away. She is elated. This is the best day of her life. Her parents are happy with her because she's actually doing work because she figures she better be here working as an excuse.
Yeah.
Or a motive. Not a motive, but an alibi.
Yes.
So, yeah, she's just in hog heaven.
So, I guess we're going to eat.
Yeah, and she whispers in conspiratorially with us as we're eating. Magic is just wonderful. It is so much fun. She's this little 3 foot plus a bit tall girl,
Yeah.
late teens, just thrilled with life. And just rubbing her hands together. You can see the cogs turning in her head.
Yes.
She hasn't
No, I can't.
figured out what she's going to do next, but it's going to be something. A few moments later, her dad calms her down a little bit and says, "Hey, come on, you can't play with your friends all day. We still have some more chores to do."
Okay.
But she's so happy about life in general that she doesn't even complain. She just trundles off and goes and does her work.
After she's gone, you see me just go, well, I would like to say nothing bad came of this, but that would be a lie.
Honestly, I think the things that are going to happen at this point are going to happen.
Yes.
Currently, you and I are only really under the radar of one person. Well, the other one doesn't matter. The other individual is just going to be horrible towards us, regardless of what happens. Just has a reason now, instead of just because he wants to. So that's not a problem.
I say, there are really 2 options we have here at the moment. Sorry. 3 options, now that I think of it. Technically. The first one is we try and let the situation lie for the moment and see if it dies down. And even as I say those words, I know it's unlikely.
Okay. And what are the other 2?
2. We attempt to go talk to Mustafa and Ivor. And try and tell them what happened with nary any evidence at all. And see what comes of that.
Okay, and number 3?
We break into the Temple of Mithras and try and find, or Gregor's house, and try and find some evidence of what had just happened, and then take that to them.
Oh, I know which one I like.
As the person who was just, who the only reason he was not in, as the only person here, who was not inside a giant frog's mouth because the giant frog happened to be made of crystal and therefore could not put me in its mouth, I do have some hesitances about this. But we're already playing with fire.
Alright. Going to Mustafa and Ivor with no evidence.
Just what little bit of goodwill we have is not going to be enough, is it?
Well, not enough to implicate one of the leaders of the town. So I think that one's kind of off the books for the moment. Acquiring more evidence can come in one of 2 ways. We can be preemptive and do your 3rd suggestion and go and see if we can find some evidence. Or we can sit around and wait for them to try and kill us again. I didn't mean to exactly put it that way when I was thinking about it, but
no, no, you are correct. That is the end result.
That's what will come of it. And he's obviously got something in his brain about us, and he wants us out of the way.
Look, we have found 2 of those summoning stones. Yes. We've used 1.
Yes.
So those are not necessarily the easiest artifact to come by. And he was willing to use 1.
Yes.
That means either he sees it as a large enough threat that it merited the use of such a resource, or he has more access to more of those, or similar resources.
I think he's got a bucket load of them somewhere, or he really wanted this badly.
Yes.
Your options.
Yes.
Either it's a resource that he doesn't care about, or it is important to him. Those are pretty much your options.
Yes, that is.
Well, I mean, this part of the village where he is ensconced is not really a part that I spend time at.
So us going there is going to be suspicious.
We can wait for the cover of nightfall.
We could get some rest.
Roll a perception check for me, please.
Sure. Unnatural 20. 17 plus 3.
It counts, it works.
Yeah.
The hubbub in here has died down sufficiently that you are picking up kind of... Alright. It's difficult to describe. But in there seems to be a bit of a chant happening.
A chant?
From outside. Kind of a chant. It's not like what you're thinking, like
not a
magic. It's not a spell. It is a group of people, and they are together saying a specific set of words. You can't quite make it out exactly, but with a natural 20... Oh, so
unnatural. 17 plus 3.
That's still good enough. You're pretty sure that this has something to do with the Church of Mithras, because you hear that word every now and then.
It's coming from outside?
Oh, yeah. You're done your meal, bud.
Yeah, I say.
You pay your 2 silver pieces.
Yep, I will knock that off.
All right.
Okay. I say.
As much as Bree would like to give this for free,
yeah.
She's not in charge.
No, she's not in charge, and this is fair.
Yeah.
Friends of the family of a restaurant shouldn't expect free food.
She does.
She's a member of the family.
You just got free medical training. Medical care. That usually costs a few bucks. But
yes, but I am willing to accept up to free medical care.
All right, so we head
Oh,
in.
yes.
Right. As we exit the building, and we're standing over here, there is a crowd over here. You know, the population of this village is, well, you never really counted them, but it's a bit over 100. Mm-hmm. You see currently roughly about 25 to 30 people standing in that area. There's a little bit of a... there you go. For what... It is a soapbox. It's not a soapbox. It is something that Ivor is standing on, and he is currently rallying his flock to the evils of off-plateau stuff.
Of the underworld.
That's literally the word he is using, and we have seen horrors, and he's got his guard buddies right there. And he's patting them on the back saying he's...
one larvae. One stranger who turned out to be a demon, but they don't know that. And now I assume a giant frog is being included in that.
Oh, yes, and he says, our good parisher here, I'm not going to give this guy a name, and he's saying that...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure parish is a name.
And he witnessed this and helped deal with it with his bravery. And it's going on like this, and he is touting the praises of Mithras and just giving a sermon, trying to get people to understand that everywhere else is evil. This is the promised land. This is where everyone belongs. We can't squander this. We need to take action. And then, of course, every now and then they stop and they do some, not hymns, but they chant various sort of
scripture,
psalms, if you like, of Mithras, various things that they know by rote. And what do you want to do?
What I want to do is take him down a peg. I don't know if I can. Without escalating this to actual violence.
I have an idea, if you're willing to head that way a little bit.
My other idea, apart from what I am leaning more towards as a creative solution, is this seems like a good diversion. We know where he is. We know he's occupied with this.
The unfortunate aspect of that is he's standing right in front of the building that we want to get into.
Which building is he standing in front of? Which one?
They're right here. He's right there.
Okay. So that's his house, or is that the church? I can never remember.
This is the Church of Mithras.
And the one that looks more like the church is confusingly his house.
And then this large, ostentatious building, bigger than any other building in the whole village, is his
house. Yeah.
Yes. You do see Bilius in the crowd as well.
Oh, well, that's good. They're both distracted.
Yep. It is mid to late afternoon at this point. It is like hours before sunset.
I do remember one point when we came this way, back what seems like almost the beginning of all our troubles. We went there. We went behind that house with Bree. Do I remember there was a door there?
Roll intelligence check.
Like a back door to either of those places. Straight intelligence, 11. No.
You're not sure.
Okay.
You were kind of focused on Bree at the time, and there were things happening that were more important. No, you're not sure.
Okay.
Most buildings have more than one door. It's just kind of an obvious axiom, but you don't know for sure that there is one there.
The temple may not have a back door, but I'm pretty sure the house will.
Most likely, yeah.
Problem is, I don't know which of the buildings he's more likely to keep this stuff in.
Yeah, that is another thing you don't know.
No, I don't.
Are we heading that way? Is that the thought?
I want to head that way.
Because I have something we can do.
Yes, I know.
I have a spell that would be really kind of cool here.
All right, let's head that way. We tried right. This my way.
Just by sheer gravitational attraction, we are now heading across this bridge, and we're going to start heading this way. You let me know if you want me to do something. If not,
oh wait! I just thought of something good that I should have done.
What's that?
Can we rewind a bit? No, I can't do that in the middle of the village.
Depends on if you want to talk about retrace our steps, certainly.
What I was thinking about is ritual casting detect magic. That's going to take 10 minutes, and I'm going to have to be performing a magic ritual from a spellbook in a village that doesn't necessarily the most tolerant of magic. That is an astronomically bad idea.
If you start pulling out your spellbook at this point in time, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Now,
if you did that, even in Mom's place, it's still a spell that you're ritual casting. You're going through, setting stuff up. You're saying words. You're doing basically what these guys are doing, but with actual events that happen afterwards.
And also, mine's only the last 10 minutes. This is going to last a lot longer, I suspect.
It's hard to say. He's certainly got them worked up, and he's got some momentum, and I think he's going to keep it up for a little while longer, but not hours.
Okay, let's do your plan. Detect magic might have helped me find out where he's keeping some magic stuff, but we can do that. I can try that later.
Well, we need to get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the range on Silent Image is 30 feet.
Is there any... Before we head over... As we're heading over there, can I... just pull my cat... Is there anyone... This is all pretty distracting. Most people are focused on that.
The only two people that are looking in our direction... one can't see us because there's a crowd in the way. That's the guard. The other is Father Gregor, and he's standing on something that makes him taller than everyone else, so he can address his flock.
I can do this later. That's fine. Okay. So where are we going to do this?
I have to be within 30 feet of my target. I'm pretty sure.
I'll double check. This is Silent Image.
Silent Image.
60 feet.
Oh!
And then minor illusions, 30 feet.
Okay. So when we get about here, I'm just going to step behind you for a few seconds, and I'm going to cast Silent Image, and I'm going to have my image appear here.
So effectively almost right beside him.
right beside him and definitely in full view of the whole crowd and basically everybody that's there.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll a stealth check.
Roll with my assistance. I'm going to try and... I am taller than you, and I'm going to try and obstruct the view of you.
Well, I do have stealth. So I get +4 with my dexterity to this.
Yep. And
we'll give you... I think we're really milking this for advantage on top of it, but that's true enough. He is actually quite busy at the moment.
I'm just trying to give you some cover, is all.
Alright, so let's see if he notices. Oh, that's a roll-off. They're identical rolls.
You roll without advantage, I'm afraid, though.
Yeah, so this is his. That's a 10. I have a 50-50 chance of him not noticing at this point. 15. Alright. I managed to cast Silent Image without him.
And that is you out of spell slots again.
Burning through them today, and I'm not even the active player. So I step around from you, and you notice. And we did this together, remember, when we were in the library over here in the Alderman's place. We checked into a lot of the history of the place and also into the history that they have of Mithras. And I checked at that time because I remember mentioning to you that this is something really interesting we can do. I wanted to check on whatever icons and images of Mithras that there are there, so that I can create this sort of thing. And this is what you see. Out of the ground comes, first off, it looks like the plateau, rising out of kind of like a mist around it. And the audience all of a sudden goes completely dead silent. They see it and they all go, they're all in awe of this. And you see this golden sun rise above the plateau, illuminating the whole place. And standing there, climbing up out of the something in behind the plateau, out of the underworld, is this image of Mithras. And it's a giant of a creature. Well, it's a giant.
Yeah, it's basically like he's like a man with like he's usually depicted with like skin the color of bronze.
Yeah, so he's just climbed up onto the edge of the plateau now, and he is looking at his creation and just happy with what he sees. The crowd is in rapture. Ivor is the only one who isn't...
I think you mean Gregor.
Sorry, my bad. Gregor sees this, and for a second... I have to say, hold on a sec here.
Does he know? Does he know it's an illusion?
He has no clue. He looks at it, and he's a believer, obviously, because he's a cleric of Mithras. And you can see in his eyes that he does this. He does the Vanna White. See, Mithras has chosen us. You see the plateau. You see the golden sun in the sky shining down on us. You see Mithras looking upon his work and is pleased with what he sees. And they're all just eating this up.
I whisper to you, anytime you want to make this world fall apart, go right ahead.
And this is how it changes. I have 10 minutes. I wanted to get him really worked up, right? So as this is all happening, the first change is this. The sun, which is a nice golden yellow, starts to fade a little bit. And it starts to turn red. And then it looks like it's starting to melt. And then you see drips of what look like blood that are landing on the plateau. And you see Mithras start to tarnish. And then start to hunch a little bit. And then you see him physically rot in front of your eyes as pieces fall off. And you see the pieces that are falling off land in the lake and land in the plateau, and everything starts to look...
And land in the village.
land in the village. And you see as it gradually just all decays, and then instead of as Mithras literally just falls into nothingness, and the sun, after it's finished dripping, all that's left is a shell of the village, a shell of the plateau. Nothing is golden and shiny anymore. And let's see how the crowd reacts to this. Half of the crowd screams at this, doesn't know what to do, and are bolting past us. They're trying to get out of the way. You want to roll a dex check, please?
Oh dear. That's another natural 20.
You are so nimble. You avoid all the stampede. I managed to as well, but not as gracefully.
We haven't reached the record yet, but this is a good day.
And Father Gregor doesn't know what to make of this. He sees this and he seems to be stunned by it, as the rest of the group is, and the whole illusion just fades to nothingness.
I say to you, I think we might want to move.
I think we should just follow those that are scampering away. This is to see if we get noticed. You can roll a stealth check if you like. Yeah, just a straight stealth check. I'll do
12.
Believe it or not, he does not notice it.
He's pretty shocked, I imagine.
He's just standing there with his jaw open, literally, staring at plain grass, just as it was before.
Yeah, the illusion has faded, you said.
It's gone.
I say to you, chuckling as we go, I wonder if that will shake his fate at all.
I don't know. But that could have gone bad, but I don't care. That was priceless. I've been wanting to do that ever since we were in that library and we looked up that stuff, and it was like, oh, okay, this could be really interesting.
That illusion spell is quickly becoming your most useful one, I think.
I am enjoying it.
I say, alright, as far as that was, we are no closer to getting in that place.
Well, I'm out of spell slots. You're down to 1. I'm tired. I think I've had a good meal. I had some fun. If you want to break into his place, places.
That's the thing. His house, the temple, which do you think is more likely for him to keep the stuff in?
Well, let's not ignore that part for the moment. Right now, the fishing fleets are coming back in. Well, the rowboats.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of people around there. There's no way we're going to do that now. We are pretty much at supper time here. If we go back to my place, have a long rest.
Yep.
We will be waking up, well, it's what, 5-ish right now, so it'll be like 1, 2 in the morning. Cover of darkness.
At which point do we have to sneak out of your house?
Yes.
In the middle of the night.
We're going to be doing an awful lot of sneaking. Because we're going to have to sneak into a place. If we can't sneak out of my place, there's no way we're going to sneak into his place.
Yep, this is where the plan falls apart, I think.
This is where we get caught red-handed.
I mean, the good news is, if we get caught by Gregor, at this point, I think we are basically active opposition of him. We're enemies at this point, I think. Not publicly, but in every other sense of the word.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what do you want to do?
The rest is probably getting sleep and going tonight. That is the best plan we have. Doing it now is
good as any.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go sleep.
All right. Go back to my place.
We have
Have a bite to eat. I give the excuse to Mom. We just had a busy day. I just want to flake out for the night.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna have a problem with that.
Yeah, she just checks us over just to make sure we're not ill or something, because it is a little unusual. That's a good med
I
check.
was nearly eaten by a giant frog. The only reason I wasn't eaten in its mouth is because you wouldn't let me be in its mouth.
Because it didn't have anything. It was incapable of swallowing you. Because it did not have a digestive system.
I assume it did have a mouth, but never mind. Let's not rehab that argument.
Alright, so let's check this over, make sure none of our wounds are infected, and seems satisfied, and we get a long rest. So you can regain hit points.
Yep. And spell slots.
I was at full. I've regained my hit points.
Yep. And at this point, we can swap out spells if we want. We can prepare new ones.
Except for the fact we prepare all the spells we know because we're first level.
Except for the fact that, the ones that we don't have prepared is 5 and familiar.
Yeah. Alright. It is after 1 in the morning sometime. It is pitch dark. Everybody's sleeping. Let's roll some stealth checks, please.
Do we have advantage because everyone's sleeping?
Just roll your stealth check. The DC is pretty low at this point. I have an 18. I know my ass.
I have a natural 1.
Oh, good God, you fall down the stairs?
Do I? You're the DM.
Well, you are definitely going to knock something over, because that is a bad roll. Let's see if either of them wake up. So this is 1 roll for each of them. They're both sound asleep. Sam wakes up. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. What do you say?
I'll just say, I stubbed my toe on the door.
What, you have to go to the washroom?
Yes.
Well, we've all had to do those midnight runs to the outhouse. Just be quiet on your way back in, will you? When you go back to bed. Alright, we're now outside.
There's no way that should have worked.
Well, he has nothing to suspect. He's just, he's known us your entire life, really.
The funny thing is, I probably wasn't a deception check. I probably did stub my toe on something.
Yeah, well, you did. You literally knocked stuff over. Yeah. The fact that you're saying, yes, I need to go to the washroom, probably would be a deception check, but he's not even awake.
Okay.
He doesn't care. Just be careful on the way back in.
Okay, let's proceed more carefully now.
Yes, hopefully you got the natural ones out of your system.
I've had like 6 or 7 natural 20s. I'm due.
We come out, and instead of just traipsing through the middle of the square, I assume we're going to go around this way.
Yes, and probably around that. Yeah.
That way too.
And then
cross the bridge. Yeah. All right.
To be fair, I can go through the water.
Roll a perception check.
Perception? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you said you hoped I had all the natural ones in my way? That's another natural 1.
Wow. What's your modifiers on stealth? +1?
Yes.
That's kind of funny. Actually, I'm here too.
Wait, was I rolling a stealth check or a perception check?
You're doing a perception.
Okay.
Well, you're completely oblivious.
Yep, I am.
But I say to you, as we were going around here, did you just see a shadow move? And then I point to right about here.
No, I did not. But I'll trust that you did.
All right, we go around the corner, and we're both looking now. You can do either perception or investigation because you're now actively searching.
Oh, I will do investigation. Even though my modifier is 1 better. I just always roll...
You get advantage because we're both doing it.
Oh.
Actually, no, sorry. It is
It
dark.
is a straight roll then, because advantage and disadvantage cancel out.
Yeah, they cancel out. So it is a straight roll.
10.
You're rolling bad.
Hey, after 2 natural ones, 10 is up.
But fortunately, the person who is trying to hide right there rolled even worse than you.
I suppose I can't really make out details in the dark, can I?
Nope, just a short person.
I'm just gonna...
Either a child
or a halfling.
Or a halfling. What are you gonna do?
I'm just going to say, in a quiet voice, Bree, is that you?
You see this little girly's face stick up above the bin. I stubbed my toe.
You have my sympathies. More so than probably I should in that situation, but it's a bad night all of a sudden. I use up all my luck in the day.
You see this very mischievous look in her eye. Are you guys up to something fun? Can I come along? I really, really want to come along. Please let me come along.
I just look at you and I say, I honestly think we might need her help. The sad part.
You see me just do this. Come on, Bree. She almost starts giggling. But I say quietly. She tries to stifle her giggle.
I'm so glad that both those natural ones have not resulted in anything horrible.
Alright! And once she's up beside us, we tell her what we're going to do, and she's just thrilled about this. Because she heard from the gossip in town what had happened. And once we tell her our side of it, she's just rubbing her hands together. Anything at all to get at these two. She's in on it. She's more than thrilled to be part of this. She needs to be held down.
Oh boy. I'm not saying this out loud, I'm just thinking to myself, if this actually ends up with us killing Gregor, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, because it's not.
Alright.
But
we cross the bridge. There's nobody out. No, actually, that's not true. With the recent events, there will be
people at the tavern, I imagine.
No, it's late. The tavern's closed, but there are guards, and with recent events, you do notice that there are some a pair of guards that are just sort of patrolling. So we're going to need to roll stealth checks to be unobserved as we cross the bridge, which is the biggest point of possible sight. So I'm going to roll for Bree. I have her stats here. So the lowest number so far is 12.
The good news is I decided to actually roll well when it mattered. Unnatural 20.
Alright, so
19 plus 1.
The worst number is from the halfling.
You've got to be kidding me! She's naturally stealthy!
Yeah, I know. Got plus 4.
Oh dear.
Alright, let's see if the guards are awake. As we're crossing the bridge, it's dark. We're in shadows. We're not dressed ostentatiously. I think we are a group of shadows moving across the bridge. You hear from over this direction. Who goes there? There's 2 guards, and they are not running or anything, but they're proceeding towards the bridge. They're heading this way. What do you want to do?
Alright. Where are we on the bridge? How far across are we?
Oh, we just crossed the hump.
We're right there.
Heading down this.
Okay. Yep. This is... Yeah, let's just... Could you? No. How far is 10 feet from there? Where's
that?
10 feet?
Basically, this bridge is 10 feet across.
All right, so it'd be a 10-foot circle around there. Okay, that is not far enough for that spell. Shape water, and there's water there. Okay, let's go with this. This is the slightly. This is the slightly less. Okay, 30 feet. That's well out there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. Semantic only. That is perfect. Okay, I'm going to use the only cantrip I haven't used yet, which is shape water.
All right, we're gonna do
30 feet out. Or actually, no. Not how far is 30 feet out that way in the lake?
Oh, this way? You're looking at it up there.
Okay. Actually, that's good. All right. I can. I'm going to cause instantaneously cause movement in the water to cause it to splash upwards as if something just disturbed the surface.
You see a grin come across Bree's face, and she. Let's see if this is going to work. That's good enough. You hear from that section where the. Actually, what's the range on minor illusion? 30 feet, I think. Didn't you say that earlier?
Yeah, they're both 30 feet.
Couldn't be better.
Okay.
She makes this kind of like a high-pitched
Okay. One other thing I can do is I can affect the opaque. I'm still concentrating on shape water because I'm concentrated up to an hour. I'm going to cause the water to become more opaque, and there's going to be there's a shadow. There's a shadow, and there's going to be movement under the water.
Yep. Well, they notice. They stop. They stare, and they look. What do you want to do?
Well, I can just. I'm just gonna try and just make it look like something is swimming around just beneath the surface of the water there, and I think we should discreetly move this way.
So we scarp her. All right. Stealth checks as we walk away. Good.
Is it just one roll? That none of that helps at all?
What'd you get?
7 in total.
All right. You see, as we... All right. Stuff is happening here. We go down the bridge, temporarily out of sight, but as we're crossing this way, and we're crossing where we're basically crossing where this is.
Why are we going that way? Why are we
what?
going that way?
No, we're heading this way. Oh, where do you want to go? My bad.
I was kind of hoping to go around, take the long way around.
Oh, just head
No.
this way, you mean?
No, hang on.
You go straight?
Here, you can't see my cursor.
No. Here,
Keep going.
This is where we are.
Keep going in a straight line.
Yep.
Keep going. Okay, and then at this point, as we pass the corner of that house, that's when I wanted to turn.
Then you want to turn
taking
here.
the long way around, just to try and get out of range of vision and light. I don't know if you'll allow that.
Well, the illusions are going to stop because you're going to be out of range.
Yes, both our cantrips did their job.
Yeah. Both the things are done. All right. Let's see. Okay, the two guards are now standing at the peak here. One is looking in. Why am I pointing with my finger? One is looking this way. The other one's looking around, trying to see what's going on. At this point, we should roll the stealth again, just to see.
Okay. Natural 20.
God. Oh. One natural 20, and the other's an 18.
I think we got away.
We have evaded them. Alright.
Okay.
Some nice use of some cantrips. Excellent. I can't give Bree inspiration, so I won't. You already have inspiration, so I won't.
Okay, after we're pretty far away, I say to you in a whisper, okay, now that we're here, which one are we going in, breaking into? We did not decide that.
Alright. Alright. 2 rolls. 1 for her, 1 for me.
Oh, good. But the... Let me guess.
And that did
One of you...
1 for the church.
1 for each one. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Yep. So, you're the deciding vote.
Okay. We don't have time to do this as a ritual. I cast Detect Magic. We're out of sight and hearing range, presumably.
There's nobody around except some cows.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly draw a sign in the air and speak and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
So with 30...
Keep Bree doing this. Oh, what did that do?
This allows me to see magical auras of active spells and magic
Can
items.
you see magic on me?
Sorry?
Can you see magic on me?
It doesn't work on people unless you're actively under a spell, I'm afraid.
Uh-huh.
Do I see... Alright, I'm going to discreetly...
30 feet.
What?
Only
30 feet, I know. And there are some barriers that blocks this.
Yeah. So if you're going to try scanning these
I'm
buildings,
going to have to go right by them.
you're going to have to really just hug the building. This is probably what we're going to do anyway.
Yes, that was the plan.
Stone, which is the church, is more of a block than the wood.
Yes. So the spell will penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, any amount of lead, and 30 feet of wood or dirt. Sorry,
Okay.
3 feet of wood or dirt.
You can walk around the house, and it's not... You're covering basically 60 feet that way. It will be fine, because obviously there's not that much wood, solid wood that you're looking through. You can actually scan that whole thing and detect magic there. Unfortunately, the church is made out of stone, and it does not take much of stone to block this.
1 inch.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, 1 foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, 1 foot. It's 1 inch of metal. Did I detect any magic? Did I detect any magic in the house, though?
Okay. Walking around the house. Nothing. Not a smidgen.
Okay. I say. Okay, I didn't get anything from the house. I can't... it says the church has thick enough stone walls to block the spell. But I think that helped us a little bit. I said, I think...
So that means we're heading into
I
the
think
church?
that's the better place to start looking. And I'm going to keep the spell going as long as I can.
Okay. We started in this corner because that was just the closest
And I went
part.
around.
We went all the way around, and then we're having this hushed conversation right here. Stealth check, please.
I was hoping we were done with that. That's not bad.
Oh, another natural 20.
15 for me.
Oh, and a 23. We're doing really well.
And
You get a ping.
I get a ping?
Yep.
Oh. Where is the magic coming from?
We're standing here in a huddle in the shadows, and... Hold on a sec. The door to the church opens up. A cloaked figure has headed out, heading this way.
I'm just going to point in the direction of that figure and just follow them with it. And looking at you.
And
What?
the ping is heading with this person. And what are you gonna do?
Okay, so it looks like they're heading back toward the bridge we came from.
Yes. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
You detected magic on the crystal objects I found, right?
Yes. Yes, it did. They're magical.
Roll. Yes, I know. Roll an Arcana check, please.
Arcana. Okay. That wasn't phenomenal, but 13.
It beats the 10 I set it at. It feels the same.
So it's like another conjuration aura, and it feels familiar to that. Okay.
Yes, and there's one of it.
Another one of those stones. All right, all right. How far are they? Just at this exact moment. Distance.
Sorry, what?
How far from me are they?
Well, it has to be within 30 feet, or you can't.
Okay, so within 30 feet still.
Well, it is rapidly heading out of
Yeah. All right.
our
Yes.
range.
Let's pretend this is an initiative at the moment, and my turn. So I'm going to take my 6 seconds here for a moment. Okay, so they're within 30 feet still?
Yes.
All right.
Well, like I said, we're having this conversation. Door opens up. You get the ping, and this individual, whoever it is not rushing. They're taking their time and being stealthy.
I'm going to pull out
So,
one of the scrolls we have.
all right.
I know you mentioned you might want this spell. This is the scroll of sleep.
Oh. All right. So you are going to use that scroll?
That is, of the options we have, that's the best one, I think. Unless you have another plan that can be done in quicker.
If you want to do that, do it. Get your D8s.
Yep, I'm going to roll out the scroll. Sleep. I'm casting it on them.
All right.
5 D8s. I'm hoping this is Gregor. Oh, that doesn't count. So these are the first 3. 7, 4, 1.
Okay, so you're up to 12.
3, 3, 18. Is this Gregor?
What are the stat blocks for the individuals that we're interested in here? Bilius and Gregor, of course.
All right.
Bilius, I know, is 32.
Gregor, yeah, Bilius has a lot of hit points. Gregor
What is Gregor?
has exactly 18 hit points.
All right, this is what you see. The scroll flares, and the dust particles cascade towards him, and you see the character stumble and fall.
All right. I said, it's Gregor. I said, he's asleep for a minute. We need to move quickly on this. That scroll is gone.
So we scamper
Oh,
over.
yes. Sleep is not...
All right, you're the one with the
Sleep
tech
is not
magic.
concentration, so Detect Magic is still up.
Yep.
I'm going to search him for...
You don't need to search. You have detect magic.
I also
going.
want to search him.
It is okay. In a small pouch he has on his waist is a crystal.
Okay.
The crystal is different than the ones we've had. The ones we've seen so far are all animals. This one is a small, intricately carved human knight-looking figure.
Oh, we didn't even think that might... Okay. Pocketing that...
But it is exactly the same in every other respect.
Okay, I'm going
So you pocket
to
that.
pocket that. I also do want to search him, though.
Roll a 20-sided
Is this investigation?
investigation.
6.
You find nothing else of interest. There's a bit of money on it if you want that.
Sorry?
There's some money on it if you want that, but nothing else is found.
No.
Well,
I'm not going to get greedy. No. This is not just... this is not... Okay. I'm going to take...
You have a very small amount of time.
I have a small amount of time, yes. I'm going to say that I'm going to try and argue that if we're going initiative, that is still only 6 seconds. And I'm going to let
Investigating the body took more
Okay,
than
so
that.
maybe it took an extra round, but we need to get. I want to get out of sight. Let's go back.
Right, so you want to go back this way?
Back behind
Around
the house.
shadows and watch? Behind
Yes.
the house? Over
Yes.
here? Alright. So this is 60 feet. Yeah, you're no problem at all. You can get there before he wakes up.
Oh, this is risky. Okay.
This is what happens.
Not quite done yet. I say, I turn to you. All right. I said, we do have some proof now. Ish. Do we go in there?
To go in
Yes.
the house?
The
I think we should wait and see what happens when he wakes up really soon.
yeah, he's like 30 seconds on that spell.
Yeah. Not enough time for us to actually do anything other than
Hide.
hide.
Do we have to roll for a stealth now?
So, in a moment, we'll get to that.
All right.
As the spell wears off, you see him roll up and stuff like he's puzzled, like he just passed out. I mean, it's been an exciting day, so maybe
He might not notice. He might not.
He might
Yeah,
not,
sorry about
he
that
might.
scroll though, but it was the best plan I had at the time.
Hey, it works.
Barely.
He looks well. You can't really tell. He's
No,
in the
I cannot
dark. He looks like someone who's not sure, and then he starts checking himself,
He's gonna notice the stone's gone.
and he knows the stone's missing.
Does he?
And
Is he going to
then
head in our direction?
He really looking around, and now we'll go for our stealth checks.
Okay. Okay. Hang on.
You have
ha-
partial cover, so everyone has advantage on this because we are also 70, 80
And
feet
he does,
away
and
from
he's
him
human.
in the dark.
Yeah.
And he's
I was going to say, if I didn't have advantage, I was going to use inspiration here. The inspiration that you gave me earlier, after I used my last one. 18 for me in total.
Okay, Bree and I both broke
Yep.
20. Let's see what Father Gregor we're going to roll for his. And
He's actively looking
perception
around,
of
so
this.
yeah. Do you need his perception modifier?
No, it can't be more than +4.
It is exactly... Oh, it is. It's +5.
What did you roll?
18. Did he roll an 18 in total?
He's heading our way.
He's heading our way. Can we move?
Quietly, but he thinks, like, from the gestures, you think the character's listening, and he's starting to head very slowly. He got up here, and then he decided to head back this way. Then someone caught his attention, and he's heading this way.
I want to try and move around.
Okay, so you want to move? All right.
I imagine this is...
You see... Hold on a sec. I have a suggestion, but we'll see if I actually think of it. Oh, that's pretty good. You see me do the gesture. You know.
I don't know what that means.
When you head around, I'm going to try whispering it to you. Send your cat up.
Okay.
He may
Yep.
just...
I
Hold on a sec. That might blow our cover just
I am
that
going to
alone.
summon my familiar anyway.
Good for that. They're rolling reasonably well.
Yeah, Alice is going to
Right.
run out and not stealthily, just head this way. Just like at a
Just out this way.
yeah, like across and towards the lake. No,
This way?
straight line
This way.
to the west from around the corner.
All right, that way. Okay. All right, let's see if this satisfies him.
If not, I have one more plan.
Let's puzzle for a second, but then he stands there. A few moments go by,
Yep.
and then he goes back into the church.
I say. Okay. We are pushing our luck from this point on.
Yes. Because he is awake.
Yes, and he is alert now.
And he is not a happy camper. Not that we know, but we suspect. He's had a bad day, and things are not going his way.
I said, I just hold the pouch this is in. This may not be enough proof, but I believe it will shelve whatever plan he was going to use it for.
Okay. At this point, I should have mentioned this earlier. Oh, that's not right. My bad. I forgot about something else. There was a second blip of magic on him.
I would have grabbed that too.
Yes, I know. I just saw it then when I looked down.
Okay.
I was so concerned about the thing. My bad.
I'm sure viewers
My
understand.
apologies,
We are
everybody.
human. We make mistakes.
Yeah.
We'll just say I grabbed both
He
things.
had a vial on him, and there seems to be a liquid in it.
Okay. I'm just going to take out the healing potion I have. The liquid's even remotely similar.
It's dark.
True. Never mind.
You can't
Can't
tell.
do, okay, I'm going to pocket both those things.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what? I say.
Well,
Go.
Bree is all oh, she's seen so much magic and she's done so much magic. She's just so happy. She wants to wait till he goes to sleep. We can we'll hide over here and we'll wait till he goes to sleep. Because he has to go to sleep because he has to get up in the morning. And then we break into the church and we see what we can find. That's her opinion.
There's only one problem with that, and the fact we may not be able to get in through the door. He is likely going to go to sleep in his house. Okay, fine. Let's go around the back of that church.
So you want to head this
Yes.
way?
And I do want to check this time
Okay.
if there is a back door.
Well, because it's pitch dark out here and you are human.
Water genasi, I do not have dark vision, no.
Yeah. You have a cat, though, so... yes, you can find a door.
There is a back door.
Yes.
Okay. That is good. Apart from the fact that back doors are frequently or no less reinforced than front doors.
That's how paranoid the owner is.
It's Gregor.
Point taken.
He is literally the most paranoid person we know.
At this point, I would like you to roll a perception check, please.
Okay. 5. I'm back to rolling poorly. On perception checks.
Honestly, don't know what the DC would have this been at. It was going to be really low, but...
Well, would it have been a 5?
You think you heard, well, between us all, one of us is going to notice a door open and closed.
And not the one that we're next to.
Not the one we're standing in front, unfortunately.
That would have been a 5.
That would not require any kind of...
That would have been a 5.
Yeah, that would have been it. Oh, crap! And then, a few moments later, you hear another door open and close.
Again, not the one next to us, okay. Does that sound like it would have been the front door?
You gave it a 5. I'm not going to give you any more than that.
Well, my cat is going to sneak around the corner and try and take a look. I'm going to perceive through her senses.
Alright.
Alright, so stealth check for my cat, presumably?
Yes. And then a perception check.
Alright, that's a total of 20.
Yep. You don't even know where she is.
This is not scent-based, is it?
No, this is visual.
Straight roll for the perception. Oh, it's also good. 18. Alice is carrying this so far.
Yeah, nothing is noticeable. He does notice that the guards are doing their route again over
And
here.
18 doesn't do... Oh, wow, okay. So he's either rolled really well, or he did not come out. All right. What do you think of that? Break in? Break in?
You want to?
No, I'm asking you.
You want to give that a
Do you
try?
think we should?
Why don't we check to see if the doors are locked first?
Is this door locked?
Yes. The door is locked.
I don't care if the front door is unlocked. I'm not going in that way.
The door is locked.
So, we have a locked door. We have no lockpicks.
Yep.
And we have no skill at picking locks.
Alright. Well, Bree is a halfling and does have, you know, a lot of that sort of skills.
I don't think she has lockpicks.
No, she does not. But she does have a small dagger. This is not a sophisticated lock. She's more than game to give this a try.
Does she have... Oh, I did give her a sleight of hand. She does have sleight of hand.
Yep, I know. I see it here.
I was just... Okay. Alright. We'll give this one try, I think.
Wants to. Matter of fact, she's not even waiting for your answer. She is up at the block now trying to do it.
She hasn't quite gotten the... She hasn't quite gotten the idea of teamwork, but...
The other thing she's going to do, because this is a cool thing, she is going to use Tides of Chaos.
Oh, that's right. She can attempt to gain advantage on a roll.
Yep, and that's exactly what she's going to do.
Oh no. I just remembered the downside of that ability.
Yep. She clicks the lock open with ease.
What was the roll result?
23.
All right.
Immediately after doing this, there's this billowing fog pours out of her and fills the entire area with fog.
Oh no.
And we are now in obscured. We can't see squat. Before, we can kind of
Yeah,
see
you can see
something.
like 5 feet in front of us.
Now we are in total obscurement. We are in a full fog.
I know the spell. Yeah, I know what happened.
You can't see much. We're all right beside each other, so we know where each other is.
So she can't see me do this.
Nope. She goes, holy crap, what was that?
Might not be a bad thing. I don't know how long this will last. That's the problem. I know how long the spell lasts, but this is not it.
For the moment, you are in total obscurement. Kind of hard to search.
Yeah. It won't go through walls. Yeah,
Open door.
I know. So it'll go in a way. I know these sort of things have a radius.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have Alice come back and go in. I'm gonna perceive through her senses. I'm blind as it is.
Alright.
I just want to try and discern
What do you
how thick this fog cloud is inside.
That's all you want to do?
To start with, yes.
Okay. To start off with, this is the same dimensions as actual fog spell.
Okay, I know that spell, so I know the dimensions. Then I'm just going to quickly refer to them so I know what they are.
It's a 20-foot
I think
radius,
so,
isn't it?
but I just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Yes, 20-foot radius, and it's a sphere shaped, roughly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I don't know how long this is going to last, but the actual spell is concentration up to 1 hour. So I don't know how long this fog is going to last. All right, so Alice just has to go in about 20 feet, and then she's through the cloud.
Yep.
What can she see in the room
Okay.
that is not obscured by the fog? Because the fog will obscure her vision too.
Okay. The room that she's in is all covered in fog.
Oh dear.
It's not that big a place. And the room that she's going in is a back room. and it is a small room.
Can she find a door?
Roll.
At disadvantage, I assume.
Yes.
Natural 1.
She gets lost. She has no idea where she is. It's just gray everywhere.
I'm going to unsummon her.
Alright.
He said, so, this has hampered us slightly.
Bree is still having fun, but she does pipe up saying, can't see squat. Kind of hard to search.
Yes, it will be.
And I don't even know what happened here.
I said, wild magic. It's
Ooh, cool. What's that?
pretty sure it's something you can do. I've noticed it a few times now when you cast spells. This is just the first time it's...
You just hear an exuberant little voice.
I just say, this is just the first time it's actually come to anything. I say to you, I know this spell. If this is the same spell, this can persist for a very long time.
I think it's a night.
Yep.
What I say. Because...
I say, unfortunately, I said her to Bree, unfortunately, Bree, I think that's all we're going to be getting at the moment.
She's not happy, but she understands because she can't see her fingers. Kind of hard to search a building when you can't see what you're looking at.
Yeah. I
So we scarp her.
That is the best option. To be fair, Fog Cloud was actually one of the things I thought of when we were on that bridge.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were going to go
I
for.
did. That was my first idea, but I said, hang on, we're by water. Shape water is slightly less overt. I could maybe do a distraction, is what I thought. Are we making...
We walk 20 feet, and we're out of the fog.
Yes.
And she looks, you see Bree looking at her now, you can see her, and she's, oh cool, I did that, that's amazing. She's happy.
She's happy.
Yep. But we are on the wrong side of the river.
Are we going to have to roll stealth checks to get back there?
They are actually not really alert at this point because it's, time has passed. But yes, we do need to roll.
In all honesty,
stealth checks.
I'm just asking a not in-game question, but it's a hypothetical question. The town watch saw a few members of the village at night, out and about, but they're heading home. Is that really going to cause any problems?
No, but what they usually do when they see someone cloaked and trying to move stealthily, they will stop and question. If you're just going to wander, and they'll say, hey, who's that? Oh, it's Bree and Jonas and my bad Aquans, thank you.
You remembered it.
They will probably say, hey, what are you guys doing? This is late for you guys, isn't it? And they're going to say you're going home. The problem is they'll remember.
And they'll probably report.
And they'll probably report. Well, not really. There's no real point in reporting. Unless, of course, someone asks.
Like Gregor.
Like someone who's just lost 2 magic items.
Okay. Stealth. Let's just do stealth. We'll cross...
Well, if there's a problem, it's not going to be from Bree and I.
Oh, there's that. Now the pressure's on.
Yep.
Before we... Can we just... By the way, how strong is the current of that river?
All right.
I know it ends in a waterfall.
Up here, it's fine. Not a problem.
Past that bridge.
This is
just
past. This is white
just
water.
past the bridge. Yeah.
Here? You can swim it with ease. You have that ability.
What about you two?
I'm not going in the water. I'm going to walk across the bridge.
I want to go through the water. It is it is a natural terrain, and I think it's going to make this slightly easier for me.
Roll stealth with advantage.
Good. I did.
Because you're going to be much harder to spot.
Okay, so with advantage, I got an 8 in total, but avoided a natural 1.
Oh, that's just funny. All right, let's see if they notice the splash. That is hilarious.
Is that a no?
Natural 1.
I think that's home free for us.
We could have danced across this bridge. They don't notice anything.
Alright, I think what we should do is reconvene where we met Bree.
So,
Just
we're
behind
gonna go...
Yeah, just
right
behind the tavern. And I think we're going to say goodnight to her.
She's not happy. She was planning on a little bit of mischief, but she has some thoughts to go over because of the fog.
There's always tomorrow.
Ooh, can we do stuff tomorrow? Excellent. I'm going to hold you to that.
I've encouraged her a little bit, but that may not be the worst thing. As she leaves now.
Yeah. She actually climbs up the side of the building, goes in through one of the windows, and...
As we're done, I say, go back to you. It says, alright, how much evidence do you think we actually have?
You want me to be brutally honest?
None. Yeah, I thought so. Hopefully we've derailed his plans a little bit.
Technically, if we show what we have and say where we found it from...
We're at fault.
Will they believe us? We've been out in the wilderness. We could have easily have come across these things and just cooked up some sort of half-baked plan to derail one of the leading members of this place.
Let's turn in. We're not going to... I don't think we're going to be able to prove anything tomorrow.
There's still one more self-check to do. Getting back in the house after your outhouse break.
Which probably was nearly an hour. 11.
Oh, they're asleep. They don't notice anything. And that is that. That is all.
Before we end,
for tonight.
We at some point, but either tonight or when we wake up, identify these, please.
All right. I will identify. This will have. All right. This is my plan because casting spells in my mom's house is something I really want to avoid for the moment. We have a second long rest. We're gonna have a nice sleep. Get up in the morning, do our normal routines, and then we'll just go for a walk or a hike or something. Just off into the woods a little bit, just to get out of.
Let's check on the squirrel and the cockatrice.
That is over an hour's walk.
Never mind. Let's not do that.
All right, so we go off into the woods. I tell Mom I'm just going to collect some more herbs. Identifying the crystal.
I assume this is a summoning stone, like the 3 we've run.
It is exactly the same. The phrase is different, but it is, again, the same sort of thing. You hold the potion up. You do this. You feel something sloshing inside, but you don't see anything. Identify it. It is a potion of invisibility.
Oh. Okay.
So his plan was to do something
invisible
with the idol, and then if something bad happens, he was going to turn invisible and be able to escape. That was pretty much what you gathered from that.
All right, I'm going to hold up the 2 and ask which one of them you want.
Well, I am the only one who can activate the
summoning stones
crystal.
Yeah. You do know
because I know. Well, I identified it, so I know the phrase. The potion, anyway.
I'll hang on to the potion, and I'll hand you the summoning stone, so you can add that one to your character sheet. And I will add the potion of invisibility.
And that is the end of the session. And I do believe, according to our plans, it is the end of level 1.
Yes, it is.
You want to explain to our audience what we do?
Yes, I can explain that. So, we have decided at this point to run this campaign on milestone leveling, which is an option in the Dungeon Master's Guide and Player's Handbook, if you're unaware of it. It effectively means you don't have to keep track of experience points to level up. Instead, you decide at a point in the story, basically you decide a milestone, that once you pass that, you reach the next level. And both of us are in agreement that this is a good point, because past this point, everything is going to escalate further, and we are probably going to need to be second level for that.
Yes, it should get interesting.
So, we are probably going to do that off camera, though.
We can do it on the next session. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
But this has gone on
Oh, yes,
long enough.
we've nearly been out here 4 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. We'll see you again next time, and next time we see you, we'll be second level wizards.
Woohoo!
Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this.